Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set. Maybe a little bit too early to give my intro since everything's probably still booting up. Oh, looks like YouTube actually loaded up a bit more promptly this time. Yep, looks like everything's good on that side. Give me another moment to check my other computer. Everything is good to go. So, we'll get started. Get started finding a person, cause I should have found a person before I started the stream. Found a person. Let's see if there's any good replays. 2v2s, not interested in casting 2v2s. Yep, they've got ones from this week. A little bit of short side. I want to try at least 25 minutes. When was Sunday? 25th, so maybe not there. Got replays. Huh, whole bunch of some maps as well. I wonder if they were in the same game. Whether it be teammates or opposition. Either way, looks like we found a replay. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Pyres 4 replay. As well on the north side as the yellow Ayubids, we have Beastie. As well on the south side as the blue Mullions, we have 101. We do have a mining pit going on up course, going some trees, pretty standard. When it comes to map generation, oh, looks like blue has two mining pits close by each other, so both mining pits should be relatively safe. Also with some going up. He has collected the berries. Gotta have some gold here, deer here. So maybe a good expansion spot for secondary town center could be right here. Stone, small stone in the back line, large stone in the farther back line. Golden berries here. Ayubids and Mullions both can't consume boar, so Pumbaa is safe for now. And two large gold deposits are on the right side of the map, so maybe a bit more contest on that side of the map. For Mullions, we mentioned two gold deposits. Doesn't get improved berries. Deer back here, very safe location next to some golden stone. A good spot for expanded location could be right there. More small berries. Somebody tells me the Mullion players are probably going to be eyeing for the cattle ranches relatively early. That's pretty standard. The Grand Fawny Corral is pretty much a staple now. Well, the cow's a staple, but the landmark is usually desired. And usually the Fallenvia garrison's not really been selected out too much. Manticore is of course being built. Ayubids, of course, it is bugged where you don't see the research up here, and he's going for military wing reinforcements. So get some free desert raiders. Monster Quarry will be completed first. Collecting a decent amount of wood. Could be for another mining pit. Wonder if there's a proper spacing for housing around there. That's coming a little bit close, I think, but he should be able to squeeze around. Just make sure to start from this corner and then expand outwards. But there may be a room where he will get one less house. Too big of an issue, but it still nonetheless will be a very safe location to collect up that gold. He does spot the stable there. His opponent eyed for a bit of stability, so he's going to get some free Desert Raiders as well as some horsemen, not free horsemen. Scout will spot the villager, and here comes the Desert Raider. Desert Raider does have an excellent bow, 7 damage, which is a little bit more than Archer, 2 more, and plus a decent attack speed as well. Does have no inherent range armor, does save the villager, barely. Probably best to keep her on the sheep. And yeah, he should be able to get a full encirclement there because you can see the edge of the house there, and there's a perfect spot for another house. Who doesn't want to have your house right next to the mining pit? A glorious mining pit. Very short commute time, as opposed to scenic view. Which pros and cons? Being a short commute time can be very nice. It's in walking distance. Don't need to take a horse to get to work. Okay, enough of that line of jokes. Scout trying to finish off the scout. We do not have Desert Raiders. We've got Sofas being put on the field, and we've got some not Donzo, but Javelin Throwers. Javelin Throwers will get bonus damage against the Desert Raiders, now think about it. They are always classified as light range, which means Desert Raiders will receive bonus damage from the Javelin Throwers. And they have no inherent range armor, and Javelin Throwers are okay versus Horsemen since they have higher base damage, just slow attack speed. Being a alternative to the crossbowman while not really being a crossbowman. He does save the mining pit there. This force is not that scary, far from it. More Javelin Throwers, more Sofas. No, I never really thought about Javelin Throwers as a counter to Desert Raiders, but he's just getting the free production for them. Mining pit mining camp being built. Mining pit is at half health. Does get a volley gun Desert Raiders. Desert Raiders have what, more health than Horsemen, right? 120? No, that is actually slightly less. Desert Raider or Sofas push way forward, engaging the Horsemen. Camel Unease debuff is going to be very useful against those Sofas. And the Desert Raiders do have a excellent sword versus cavalry. Double damage. And man-at-arms attack speed. Sofas, in comparison, has slower attack speed. Archer attack speed. But still does hit pretty well. We've also got a handful of Ayubid archers, which going for more of them is definitely not a good idea. He sees Sofas and Javelin Throwers. Both counter the archers quite easily. So keeping the archers probably back at home probably be a better course of action, because I don't think they're going to be useful on the field. Local Doggo will go down. He's also collecting up these berries. Since he has field control, he can be a bit more assertive collecting up the berries. He's also split up his village across multiple berry bushes. Is he going for economic wing growth? He is aging up. And he is going for economic wing growth. Very nice. This will put additional 100 berries in the berry bushes. Breaking the rule of foraging. Always leave some berries behind so it can replace itself. Horseman does go down. There's no Desert Raider there to provide the Camel Unease debuff. And when he ages on up, he has the technology or the structures for both crossbones to counter the Sofas and the Camel Lancers to counter everything the Ayubid player has. Not Ayubid, Malian player. So I would assume the Camel Lancer is probably the way he's going to go. He'd probably go for a handful of crossbows if opponents really pursues the Sofas, but when he sees the Camel Lancers, it's probably a good idea to not go for Sofas. Probably a good idea to go for Donzo. And no. Damn spam bot. We do now have the outpost garrison. One of the Desert Riders to go down. The other one will go down to these javelin throwers. Very nice. Does get good volume on the archer. Does not take it out. I started streaming on Kick again because might as well. And I now remember why I didn't really bother even to stream for free on Kick. It's the damn spam bots. And the IB player is now aged on up. I think a decent amount of gold here. Don't see him. Oh, we do see a Mosque here. He's going to try claiming some relics. He's going for double Mosque. He's really going to try to seize those relics. We have more Donzo on the build queue. Very nice. He is somewhat close to aging on up. Has enough gold. Just need a little bit more food. Do see a handful of cattle ranches. Looks like there's the Grand Flauny Corral location. Hope there's enough space. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like there's enough space there. Yeah, I don't know why. That just seemed like enough space, but maybe perfectly acceptable amount of space. Sofas. Seeing some fire from the Camel Lancers. Yeah, probably a good idea not to blow out any more of the sofas. These Camel Lancers on the field. Making his way down south, loot a little bit more, and the Sophos want to lose a couple more here. Sophos movement speed is greater than standard AD Cav, so you can pass abandoned scouts so the Sofa can escape. Down throws there. This is and some Donzo. Not a whole lot of Donzo. Yellow could actually win the fight. So streaming on in. Donzo being quickly picked on off. Does there's some the Desert Raider there does go down. Sofa does escape on out of there. Of course, Donzo though simply not enough of them. It looks like these Mullion or javelin throwers will go down. Another javelin thrower does go down. Donzos get a good volley off there. They damage there on the horsemen as well. And looks like this Sofa is being pursued a little bit. So this Sofa came for the relic. Yellow has claimed a relic. Now we got Donzo and John Throws push before. That's a dead Desert Raider. Oh, both sides are starting to macro up a little bit. In the meantime, and the Sofa does escape out the wall over there, and I cleaned up that one spam message. Just need to clean up on the OBS side net. Dervish taking a bit of damage here. The Camel Lancer does get some good damage there. Dervish is one shot away from death. He's now down. Grand Flauny Corral now being built. Now we're helping spike his food income. Howdy. I would like to have these replays on my second monitor. Ah, thank you. I'm trying to multitask and get rid of that spam message. I hate spam messages. Properties and refresh. There we go. That damn spam message is now gone. We do now have the Castle Age now completed for the Malian player. Got the massive round of veteran research, going for 4 rounds of veterancy. Camel Lancers backing on off with a Horseman Scout in the region. We do have a handful of Giloms of field, 3 Dervishes, 3 relics claimed, 1 relic picked on up. Last relic is here. And so Yellow has 4 relics. It's probably the most he'll probably get this game. And sorry, I had to close the OBS preview. I want to see that. I did take a bit of damage there. Got the deer being collected on up. Currently, Yellow has 62 villagers versus 51. He did go for economic wing growth, which gave him 8. Plus, second town center is a great way to get more villagers. He has not selected doctrine, another age up just yet. Probably not going for culturing logistics. That's generally only useful if going to Castle Age. Trading advisors came quite nice to get a handful of very healthy units. Trading Bazaar, I have no idea how that effective it is in Age 4. Seeing that people know it does not select it, probably not very effective. And Culture Bring Advance is probably the one he's going to go for, since the cheaper and faster age up is the best way to get your age up. Blue's now decapturing the Sacred Site here. Veteran research complete. The Spring Gold that the Mullen player had queued up was cancelled. His opponent has not deployed out any siege units, so it doesn't need the Spring Gold. And now we've got the Poison Arrow research. Local Doggo goes down. Got decent number of Camelites there and a single horseman. No scout for spotting. Got the 2 mining pits here as well as here. I don't... 96 gold, so it's like he has not fully... The walls there definitely throw out some of the mining possibility. After all, in comparison to this mining pit, it is 102, so he is losing about 8 gold per minute. No, 6 gold per minute. Push very far forward, and Donzos, yeah, that formation. These Donzos also didn't throw the javelins over the wall. I would assume they did, but they didn't. Maybe giving them a stop order or command would probably help them do that. Don't know if they require Donzo throw their javelins over the wall. I'm assuming they could. We got the Phalanx research now being, well, researched. And that, of course, allow his spearmen to get increased attack range, which may not be that useful, honestly. We've got Musfati Warrior, Javelin Thrower, Donzo, so a very large infantry composition for the Malians. We've got a Spring Golden Place here, fortified. Got some Gilons here that will be useful. We've got 16 Gilons, so his opponent has a good number of Musfati Warriors. But unlike, say, Crossbowmen, it's a little bit more difficult to micro Musfati Warriors to counter the Gilons. So I have to rely on general A move forward and hope they connect. But Musfati Warriors are also pretty good versus Spearmen, so regardless of what they hit in melee, they'll do fine, is whether or not if they get hit by something at range. Camel Lancers do take out a small volley there. It's a bit more of a smaller volley, but we do now have a Mangonel being put on field. The IB player has 52 military units versus 88, the higher quality in favor of blue, but only by a small margin. Yellow has a very high quality but smaller army. And now we do have the Veteran Desert Raider upgrade. Elon will go down there. Bone Age Tier 4 activated. Musfire Warriors taking some damage there. They weren't camouflaged. Bit of arrows, bit of poison arrows on these units. Musfire Warriors will report the Gilon. Imported armor is being researched by the Malian player now. Musfati Warriors taking some decent damage there. They're trying to recapture up that area. Do we see the age up? No, we do not. Who's moving around with this with his decent force? We've got a number of archers here as well. Over here, blues move around. We do see a number of villagers here that could receive some damage. Pumbaa's also in the region, which he could be aggravated. One village does go down. Number of exposed villagers there, and now we've got the Tower of the Sultan being deployed on the field. Mill being removed from the field. And we've got another mill up here. These berries could still be collected. Not a whole lot of deer remaining there. About 100 food, so it's not worth it trying to reclaim it. We got a keep over here to help him secure the gold. And yellow's now facing down south. We've got some double layered walls here. And small defense force, including a single spring gold. They need a little bit more. When these villagers do go down, does Tower Sultan have good vision range? It seems a bit far away from seeing vision range, so the Tower of Sultan may actually have decent vision range. Not really trying to look at its vision range. Blue's not pushing around the other side. Does avoid the Mangonel fire there. Springald, it's taking a bad path. Gonna be very exposed from that angle. And blue does distract yellow's army for the time frame. Still got a decent force being picked up over here. I got these forces torching down some various stuff. As well as here. Could hit those villagers, but maybe out of vision range. Yellow's pushing forward. Alonso engaging the Camel Lancers, and the one Camel Lancer does go down. Helons are engaging the Alonso's. Archers firing away. Musfati Warriors collapsing on in. Yellow's going to be completely encircled. Archers will do bonus damage to the Musfati Warriors, so it's not exactly a great fight there, but all the other stuff's going to do just fine versus Archers. And Blue's Archers actually pretty safe because Yellow's Archers in front of the Yellow melee units, so Blue's Archers range units will clean up Yellow's range units, no problem. Sofas, however, starting to get blooded down. His melee force simply wasn't large enough. Elon's moving around. This is the deal with all the sofas. Our Sultan has some severe damage. The Springald, being on the outside of his own walls, was actually in a good position to hit the tower for some odd reason. So the weird position the Springald did come in handy. This game is going a little bit crazy at the moment. Elon's pursuing the archers there. Tower Sultan sent the doggies free, and tipping over the cows. Elon's engaging the arrangements now. Tower of the Sultan does go down. Does not set free another round of doggies. He will shoot and take out more of the cows. So there's going to be a lot of food on the ground, which yellow or blue can still obtain. Even though the cows is a bit of a loss, they are still very edible. Got some units over here. Musfati Warrior will engage some of them. More Musfati Warrior streaming on in, and Blue's force can be cleaned that up. Blue is out of wood there, so unable to build more cattle ranches. Well, more than one. And May will just start taking time to start eating the cows. They are quite delicious. And now we got two more Tower of the Sultans being flown in the field. His opponent still has a single spring gold, which can be very useful. Tower of the Sultans only have 30 range armor rather than Battery Ram 50. Villager does go down there. Springald does take a shot against the Gila. So that's a good range force. Doesn't really have anything to engage the Tower of Sultans here, though. Yep, starting to clean up those cows now. Blue's archers gain some poison damage. There's a few times where the poison actually is doing something. He's age on up. Nope, he's not age on up. He has gotten Golden Age 4, reducing the production cost of siege units. These Towers of Sultan are now costing 520 to 80. So they're still expensive, but they are pretty cost effective, honestly. Whereas some battery rams, you know, I actually don't remember what a battery ram's damage is on the top of my head, but I think 600 damage is quite significant to say the least. Additionally, it does have only take 3 population, and the 4 arrows it gets, it has 8 range. They're actually pretty good. Like, these guys, Tower Sultans are, I wonder if there's any comparison to them to Tower Elephants. Soldier does go down there. We got a decent number of archers and Musfari warriors for defense. Got a good number of sofas there. Since none of the desert raiders in the front line, he can quickly use the desert raiders to not get debuffed or not getting debuffed by the desert raiders. Block. Fine, strolling Blake there. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. Not great. More Sofas being put on field. Springald engaging these units. Sofas advance by 4. Musfari warriors and connecting with the Guilons. Archers will get bonus damage against the Musfari warriors. Not for Sofas. And looks like the Tower Sultans are getting tied up a little bit there. They do still have excellent arrows. One of them does go down. Another one's almost down as well. 2 are down. He's going to back off of them. They will be able to defend themselves as they run away slowly. How many units here to actually throw torches on them? I wonder if they actually do torch damage. 16. Hard for me to tell. Another one of them does go down. Villagers getting picked on off. Yellow was trying to steal some of these berries, or try to establish some outposts here to engage the traders, which Blue has gone for a good number of them. So if it's engaging the villagers, Springald placement does get completed. The 2 tower Sultan towers do escape on out of there. How many traders do we have at the moment? He does have approximately 18. He's going for a bit of stone walls there. Outposts have been cleaned on up. Got some Guilons and crossbow in this area to engage the Sofas. Guilon should be just fine. Over here, got Blue's trade forward, trying to tease villagers. More springborn placements for Yellow. And now we're gonna age up for the Ayyubid player. Probably went for the cheaper age up. I'm pretty sure he did, because we don't see additional dervishes. So now the Ayyubid player has aged on up. He has plenty of wood and gold from some various items. Just pushing forward, he will be cleaned on up. This is what our warriors are, of course, light melee, so that they take the bonus damage with those archers. This is why warriors or jam throwers taking some damage there. We do have the siege towers trying to engage these various infrastructure. Sofas are here, they will clean up the archers and crossbowmen, no problem. Gold tower does go down there. The rest of the towers do go down as well. Sofas engaging these villagers. We do have some forward infrastructure being pulled out by Yellow. Blue has enough gold age on up, needs a bit more food. I wonder if the cow's been replaced around the Grand Fulani Corral. It appears to be, yes. Many of these villages are going down. Oof. Couple spear braces there, very nice. 4 of the hunters now being pulled in the field. 4 of the hunters closest being built will help protect the trade path. Very nice. I wonder if there's some toll outposts along the way. It doesn't appear he has any toll outposts to get some tribute. So if was engaging all these villagers, getting some more hits onto them. Muswari Warriors camouflage moving forward. No scout to spot them. Mangonel gets an excellent volley there. Elite archers get some good damage. Bombars getting ripped apart there. The capital does not go down. Actually, the Bombar is still alive, being tied up by the Giloms, and it was unable to get any of those Bombards. He does pull off the villagers there to repair up those Bombards. Very nice. Another Bombard being pulled in the field. The armor tech is on the way for the Malian player. Capital has gone down. On support seems to fire. Manticore takes some damage. Now got yellow keeping build in the front line. Blue's starting to disintegrate. Villager gets sniped by that bombard or by the Culver. The rest of these units push way forward, gives you damage on some of the infrastructure. The Spotty Warriors engaging. Archers take a nice volley there. Mangonel push way forward. 60 damage there. Another round of archers going down. Blue's army is getting ripped apart. And Blue does back the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. Time back. Let's see now. 5 minutes. Let's try to see if we can find a little bit longer. Plus, we just did Ayyubids, Delhi Sultanate. Corvinus 1 testing new stuff. Delhi Sultanate versus Rus. Let's see what he's testing with the Delhi Sultanate. On the shorter side, 24 minutes. But I am curious. With a name like that, let's find out what his test is. I wonder if there's going to be cake at the end. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Green Delhi Sultanate, we have Corvinus 1, testing the new stuff. On top left side as the Cyan Rus, we have Beastie. The Rus has changed in this patch, so now they get gold along with all the meat they collect. Speaking about gold, this map has quite a bit of gold. I see 4 deposits on this side, 4 deposits on this side, more on green side of the map as well. We do have the Delhi Sultanate. They do get the Advanced Berries collection, but he's not collecting the Advanced Berries. They get Advanced Berries, right? Yeah. But he's not going for the berries. He's also not going for the deer deposit. Deer is both offer a good source of food for right now, better than sheep. So I'm not sure why he is not collecting up the better source of food. This map has a pretty close by deer deposit. Same with the Rus player. He's not collecting that nearby food. Then again, he spent his wood onto the hunting cabin and the house, so he doesn't exactly have spare wood to collect or use. We need to collect a bit more. And we also don't want Faith, so this he is going with the landmark. Now has a further discount on his scholars. Now they're 50% off. Oregon Bin scholars. They're probably from American universities with that quality of scholar. But then again, if you're going to buy a scholar, it'll be half the quality, but also twice the price. So probably not. We do now have the Golden Gate being deployed in the field, which will of course get him better trades every 52nd. Also, green is also collecting quite a bit of stone. They're eyeing for a secondary town center. Where? I'm not sure. Maybe right here, next to the berries and the gold deposit. Also, it wouldn't be half bad for Delhi Sultanate players to, well, deploy out a mill to get that research going. And Science will take time and spread out these deer. He has triple scout in the field. No, now think about it, since they don't have to kill off the local fauna anymore, you don't really need to go for a large amount of scouts as Russians. So, the 3 scout opening for the Rus is a little bit questionable, honestly. Does scatter the opponent's scout or deer, and he does go kill off his opponent's scout, which is very nice. 1 scholar is on the field inside the Dome of Faith, of course. No research going. Deer does go down, and secondary towns there will be built here. Golden Gate. We also got a fast castle for the Rus player. He's storing his charges. He could probably buy some food with it. Yep, but of course you need a bit of gold for that. I wonder if you'll go for the Abbey of Trinity, because right now the half-price warrior monks seems actually pretty decent. They're probably have the same base cost as a horseman. Of course, a lot of gold, but this map has a lot of gold. So maybe good idea for the Rus player to actually eye the Abbey of Trinity, get out a good number of those warrior monks. He now has enough resource age on up. Let's see what he goes for. He's going to high trade house, which is just standard. It may be better to pull it down here to get more gold income, but this, of course, is the safe spot. Horses collect the berries now. I do believe berries do collect up faster than the deer. If you have to improve berries, they get plus 30% faster collection rate. You have a base collection rate of what, 0.81 or 0.83? Oh, berries have a collection rate of 0.67. And 30% of that is would put above, like, I think close to boar, if my offhand math is incorrect. Either way, it should still be superior to deer. Either way, the improved berries will of course allow him to have plenty of food at home. High trade house still being built. We got the wooden fortress here to improve the wood drop off. Hopefully goes for an Abbey, not Abbey Trinity, just a monastery to get out a warrior monk to collect up the relics. After all, he has the faster age up. At least some players still pretty far from aging on up. We do now a monastery being built. Very nice. One warrior monk being pulled out. Remember as well, Abbey Trinity now applies this 50% discount across all monasteries. So, like I said, this will be set to 120. So, it'd be a roughly the same base cost as a horseman. And I don't, let's see. Can't remember the stats of the warrior monk off the top of my head. I wonder if warrior monks, past warrior monks are actually a possibility with Abbey Trinity. You also get some unique research like, what was it, plus 100 health on religious units and improve the aura effect of the Saint's Blessing. Yeah, comparing a monk, warrior monk to a horseman, 11 damage, same attack speed. Yeah, they're still roughly the same, slower. So yeah, warrior monks are not a necessary replacement for horsemen. But they're at least now much more spammable going to Abbey Trinity. Barry's being rapidly being seized. He is building some walls over here with a villager and not with a spearman archer. His relic will be encased, but there's no other resource here barring some wood. So you could eye for some traders, but his traders are nothing too special. Blacksmith's going on up. We do now the House of Learning, which give him additional research. House of Gate now going on up. So high trade house currently providing 160 gold per minute. Warrior monk taking some reasonable damage there. Yeah, and he has bought stone with the golden gate. 450, so 3 charges there. He has spent that stone there. I think he, oh, did he buy the stone for our town center? I think that's what he did. We got double monastery now in the field, and he's going to try rapid seize the relics, and at least has a chance of getting 4. Oh yeah, we got that new research. House of Learning. The Mauthaus research will give elephants plus 10 movement speed. And the weird thing about it is, it makes them, the more I look at this research, the more I realize it's actually meant for formation moving. Not necessarily for making elephants faster in combat, but more or less make it so they have the same movement speed in formations. They become like, what? 1.10 movement speed, which in comparison to man-at-arms 1.12. So in theory, elephants will be able to keep up, only slightly slowing down armies. At least the crossbowmen and man-at-arms armies. So they're a lot more of a less impediment. We do now have multiple wooden fortresses being built. Wooden fortresses, of course, is only more expensive. They still build at the same rate. We also got the slight increased range for our archers and crossbowmen research. You can get some pretty nice archers and crossbowmen. Honestly, House of Learning, you get plus 3 damage from man-at-arms. If you combine with the Tower of Victory, you get faster firing archers, longer range archers, and crossbowmen. Same thing. And also your man-at-arms can give you plus 3 damage with fast attack speed from the Tower of Victory. You get some of the best man-at-arms in the game, and you also get some of the best archers in the game. Have a slight little bit of range, slight little bit attack speed. At least something gets a lot of good generic units. Now, or the unique units. The Ghazi Raider's one, and I was never really impressed with the Ghazi Raider, but the elephants can be quite nice as well. We got Warrior Priest trying to torch down. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Another set of berry bushes trying to be claimed here. You can always eat some more berries here. All 6 sites can catch by sign. We got 2 on this side of the map. Wooden Fortress has an arrow slit upgrade and the spring gold upgrade. No castle turret just yet. Spear move around. Yep, got spring gold and arrow slits. If you're ever curious what the spring gold animator is, it's this thing at the bottom of that structure. I'm not sure what it's called. When intrusion house on the ground floors. Of course, got the Tower Elephant. We're seeing some damage there. Warrior monks do not have bonus damage range like horsemen, and the spearmen are pretty effective versus warrior monks as well. Elephants pushing away forward. They're, as far as I can tell, they're not classified as heavy, though I am curious if the crossbows do bonus damage to them. Nope, they do not do bonus damage to them. Our elephants are neither light nor heavy, they're just range cavalry. And so crossbow not the counter, horsemen are, and spearmen. Elephant will, or the wooden forces will go down. We're going to get a scholar or two to heal up these tower elephants. They're quite wounded. Ghazi Raider's not deployed to the field, another light unit. And the Roost player is still being out crossbows. He may want to cancel those. At this point in time, River Archer's better. But even then, L Archer's not good against tower elephants. They have absurd range armor. They have 9 at the moment. So crossbowmen can do some damage. Archers are not going to do any damage. More like more than a single point of damage. We got a decent number of scholars here. There's elephants, so they can mend their flesh with some divine intervention. Oh, that's a lot of villagers claiming those berries. These berries will be eaten very quickly, and seeing how exposed this group berries is, that is good. He also has enough stone to build a keep here. He just spent his stone to build a keep somewhere. Where, I'm not sure. I saw 900 stone, or 950. I was trying to build a keep here, but we already got a wooden fortress here to cause some issues. Ghazi Raiders push forward with some spearmen. The Roost player is still building a crossbowmen, which are definitely the wrong option, but these war elephants are heavy, so they will see bonus damage from the crossbows. Saint's Blessing's been activated there. Warrior Monk does go down. Saint's Blessing will give him a little extra armor and damage. Very nice. War Elephant does go down there. Elephant's firing away. Scholars push forward. They may not be able to be seen if they get healed. I don't know if units get revealed if they're healing something else in this shrub. We got another war elephant push way forward. And the wall segment does go down. The berry bushes are almost completely eaten here. And the Deadly Soul player doesn't actually have a whole lot of wood in reserve, which means he's going to be plateauing on his food income. There's some more berries in the bottom right, as well as the deer deposit for Wally Eye. But he needs to start cooking up some more wood to get out some farms. Wolfen takes some damage there. This Roost Keep has been built. We'll find a good defensive position. Elephants are good versus keeps. There's also a keep here as well. Green will get a keep established. She also can steal these berries. Maybe a little bit too risky for that. Bruce Man arms. We'll clean that up. He is going to try to steal those berries. That is very bold, but he can steal them pretty quickly. Some of the recent instructions on going down. He has over 1,000 gold. He has enough gold age on up. Has one supply shipment available. Not sure what he's trying to do. He may want to build something. He's building a trebuchet, which makes sense. This player right now is not collecting up any gold. Has 2 relics. His opponent has claimed 1, so there's still 2 relics. Well, the 2 relics now on the field are in play, sort of. We do have scholars here. They can actually grab those relics. Looks like being passed to grab those relics now. One scholar does go down. The other one was queued and move away. Green will steal a relic, likely. Elephant's still causing issues. He has no real appropriate counter to these tower elephants. Trebuchet gets picked up by some Gauzy Raiders. Very nice. Now the scholar picks up a relic. This time he will be focused down. And Green picks up another relic there. He'll maybe he'll steal these relics. Scholar's gains healing on that war elephant. Very nice. This elephant's falling back to get healed us up as well. Not many of the berries remain. There's one berry bush, no berry bushes remaining. So this berry bush and the deer still need to collect them up. Keep and Wooden Fortress now engaging each other, or have been engaging each other. Green's going to try to steal some of his opponent's wood. He's also still lacking a lot of wood for farms. Going for a handful of farms, but he's also consuming quite a bit of wood right now. Outpost here. Trebuchet now rebuilt. Sign now has 3 trebuchets in the field. Just keep a light going down. Almost destroyed. Now it's being repaired on up. Keep almost down. Green's keep is almost down. Village Fortress, of course, will be on pause. Won't get restarted. And he has another keep on the field to continue research. Green's keep does go down. Sign's keep has some severe damage. Sign has a bit of stone to work with. Green is starting to engage. Spearman tries to move forward. And now Green's just trying to steal this gold. I don't think it's actually a good idea, so I'm getting hit. That's a little bit too risky there. Villagers charging me forward. Now they're going to be going straight to the capital and try to torch down those towns, those trebuchets. Science villagers charging me forward, trying to destroy these spring golds. Does get one. Takes out a spring gold there. Destructionary Wolo. Actually making some science units. Nope, he does back on off. Another Wolo there. Almost converted one or two of those spearmen, but no conversion successful. He has 2 relics in the front line in this mosque. Elephants, all thing that remains in rows and trebuchets. He has a handful of archers being built. And the villagers did get one of the trebuchets. One Talon does go down. Green is overextended. He's losing his army. Green also has over 33,000 gold, so he has enough gold to age up and then some. He could perhaps buy some food. Yeah, it looks like he stalled out on the food collection, as I mentioned was likely going to happen. Berries and deer can still be collected here. Trebuchet will be picked off as well. At least someone's just trying to go from archers. Got some Rus horse archers in the field. No Boyar's Fortitude just yet. The basic mounted crossbow just doesn't get damage multipliers. Archers would do just fine versus them. Horse archers trying to rotate around here to engage these villagers, going for around stone walls. And more stone walls. It looks like horse archers will connect. Villagers got some of the walls built for those horse. Oh! Deadly Sultan player backed out of the game. It's all due to the lack of food. The Zangrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yep, he could have prolonged the farm transition by collecting those berries and deer, but that will give him a short amount of food. Oh, not that button. A little bit brain dead at the moment. Order the Dragon Maulian. Interesting, same players. And that's the last usable replay here, so might as well do it. Let's see, what was the Order of Dragon buffs? Slight villager production time, will be like 2 seconds faster if I remember correctly. Or incorrectly. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on the south side as a Cyan Order the Dragon with Corvinus 1, testing the new stuff. On the north side as the Green Maulians, we have Beastie. Yep, that's why I say that rough transition was a big issue. Let's see, with this name, Corvinus 1, testing new stuff, he has like the Order of the Dragon, and the only thing I can remember from the patch was the Gilded Villagers do produce slightly faster at 23 seconds rather than 25 seconds, giving a slight economic buff to the Order of the Dragons. But it does also mean they're going to consume food quicker because villagers are being produced quicker. When it comes to map generation, the Maulian player has a very safe mining pit there. In fact, all of his tree deposits spawned close by and behind him, so his town center is actually going to be a bit exposed. Look at this. But back here is going to be relatively safe. There will be no problem walling the stone and the gold. You can get another mining pit here. Berries a backup plan. Deers of a primary plan. And that's his natural stone, which seems a little bit farther than normal. Min-work palace not being pulled in the field. Let's see when comes his map generation. Let's see now. Stone back there. He has also his tree deposit spawn close by and behind him, so can't really use his natural cover. His natural expansion direction will be over here. We've got berries, stone, gold, more stone, more gold, more forest puffers. Monster core now being built. Minware Palace, of course, give him a round of research. Don't think there's any changes here. Get the Golden Cuirassier, Halberdiers, and Siege Bolts. Huh, the Monster Quarry, I don't know why. He built it a little bit farther away from his town center. I don't know if that's intentional or what. Maybe because of those straggler trees he was collecting up. Still collecting up. Wasn't paying attention to that. Mauling Quarry has quite a bit of wood and gold. He has a good number of villagers on this gold deposit. Well, some villagers on food. He must be eyeing for the cows, I'm guessing. Oh, no, town center. Oh, yeah! Mullins. Oh. Thank you for... that must be your description. Welcome to the channel. I forgot, the Malians, they use wood and gold to get their second town center now. I forgot they don't use stone. I forgot about that. That's going to be hard to remember. That's, well, both players gone for secondary town center now. The town center is expensive. It is now also slightly more expensive. It's now the same cost as a Mongol town center. Can't speak. Mongol town center. But you can get quite a bit of free gold generation with the mining pits, so it may still make it normal cost, maybe even cheaper for a quick second town center. Scout being annoying. The Mauling Scout could retaliate. He has a hardened gilded spear now in the field. Oh, sorry, I just saw your comment there. Even with the villager buff, Order of the Dragon Eco still seems pretty sluggish. I don't think it's enough. Their units need to be a slight cost, yeah. They're not... They do cost twice the amount as a normal unit. They cost 2 population like than a normal unit. But they don't really have performance as, like that, twice the performance as a normal unit feels like as well. Yeah, maybe a slight cost decrease? I really don't know. The Gilded Villagers still consume 1 population space, so you can get quite a bit of eco going with a small number of villagers. Yeah, I don't know how to... Order of Dragons is definitely one of the more extreme variations of any civilization in the game. It's going to be difficult to get them perfectly balanced. Yeah, I don't know how they should be adjusted. Because on one hand, yes, their units don't feel like they perform the costs as 2 units. For example, this does seem like twice the amount of health. Same attack speed, I think. But the damage, I think it's not times 2. We got some Musfati warriors now pulling the field. They don't get access to marching drill like Holy Roman Empire. It makes sense why they don't have access to prelates, because that'll probably make the villagers stupidly powerful. The Shrine Imperial, though, do their vills, but it's hard to get there. The Shine, not Shrine. I don't know why I was reading Shrine. Probably because of my Salmia. Javelin Thrower gets some good damage there. They do have, like I always say, that one of the best units in the game is the Feudal Age Mana Arms. They still have access to that. Yeah, I don't know. And the Blacksmith upgrades still only apply once, so the Blacksmith upgrades are a lot less important for at least their melee units. Good damage on the Horseman, or a Scout. The Scout does go down. Mana Arms and the Gilded Archers being put on the field. He has a Golden Cuirassier, or not Cuirassier, Cuirass being researched. Cuirassier is a Age of Empires 3 unit. Now I'm just getting all the Age of Empires names and terminology mixed on up. More farms going up, so we got the cattle ranches going. Got to keep those doggies rolling. He is taking time to kill off boar. And his villagers, of course, very good at boar hunting. They have 13 damage spears. Got these units moving around. These units pushing down south. Some force here. The Mustafadi Warriors will be excellent versus the Man-at-Arms. They go to Man-at-Arms in the good damage multiplier. The Javelin Throwers will help him support them to engage any sort of gilded archer, which he has a handful of them on the field. Which they do have longbowman base damage, double attack speed. Not necessarily double attack speed, just 50% faster attack speed, going for the standard 1.625 to 1. And of course, plus 0.5 tile range. Battering rams push right forward. Mining pit is going to be hit quite hard. Green's armors move around. Got a good number of Mustafadi warriors. Archers flying away. This formation is a little bit spread apart. The archers may have been one pushing forward with the man-at-arms. Now engaging. Mustafadi warriors engaging, getting some decent damage here. Battering rams drawing some fire and causing them movement issues. Gilded horsemen connecting them to the javelin throwers. All the gilded archers, well, they're soon about to go down. More javelin throwers. Blocking dawns of the gate to engage these gilded horsemen. Some of the man-at-arms still alive, having the golden cuirass being activated. And looks like Rain could not overcome the quality of Cyan's force. Mustafadi warriors still engaging. Looks like Green needed more Mustafadi warriors. And of course, Malians don't have access to their warrior scouts. Do not have bonus damage against range units, so they're not going to be. They will not get any bonus multipliers against those gilded archers. So the archer composition of Order Dragon player can be quite devastating. Science Force does get cleaned on up. Battered rams do destroy everything here. So Green will have to rebuild everything. Has a bit of wood stockpile, so that should be perfectly fine. Does prevent that battering ram from battering down. There goes those battering rams. Single gilded horseman still remains. This force should clean that one up. Regniz Cathedral now being deployed on out. Dying for some relics. Oh yeah, the other thing that Order Dragon Order Dragons has changed, that the Fulgraf Paulus had a greater discount, if I remember correctly. At some point, when the large javelins tend to overkill. Yep. But against Gilded, that overkill seems to work well in their favor. Because it's a little bit more difficult when the units are much more bulky. So even though there's a little bit overkill, that's fine. But a large amount of overkill against regular archers is very likely. It's hard to overkill the gilded archers. Plus, we do see now the dragon scaled armor, which gives them +3 range armor, effectively nullifying the javelin thrower's range advantage as well. Which goes from, I think that gets up to +5 in veteran, right? Or is it +6 in veteran? Sure. People don't really build javelin throwers in massive numbers generally in Castle Age. They tend to go for straight to sofas and go rely on the imported armor. Mustafadi warriors connecting with the Gilded Horsemen. Gilded Horseman takes some damage there. Archers firing away. Able to pick out the Mustafadi warriors with his Gilded Archers. But right now, these Gilded Man-at-Arms, he doesn't... Now he's aged on up, he has a bit more of a counter. Then again, not really. Musfari Warriors are technically the counter, but I've never really seen them super effective versus the Gilded Man-at-Arms. The biggest benefit for the Musfari Warriors, in my opinion, is probably their movement speed and ability to camouflage. I always seen people harass better than engage arms with them. They are cheap, costing 80 resources. There's the Veteran Musfari Warriors and Veteran Dragon Throwers. Veteran Dragon Throwers, oh, they go with +8, so they get double damage versus ranged units. Okay, so that's much higher than I expected. Japanese Gilded Man-at-Arms still causing issues. The Veteran Musfari Warrior does get decent damage against heavy. And he is splitting his fire, so it's only some overkill. At this point in time, it'd probably be a good idea for the Order Dragon player to get some Gilded Knights, but of course they cost an arm and a leg. Now it's 16 versus 44. The Mullen player has just a good army in the field. He has already needs a Cathedral, which of course will give him double income from relics, so he has to make sure to collect those up. But Green's already came from the relics, so right now it seems like the Bulgar Palace is more and more attractive. With a larger discount, if you're assuming you're constantly producing from it, you can quite a bit of free resources from it that can be greater than Regni's Cathedral. Outpost taking some damage there. Priest Prelate will go down. Oh, Imam snagged the relic. Emergency repairs activated there. Very good. Poison arrows now being researched by the Mulling player, which, ironically, I'm never a big fan of the poison arrow research. It just kills too slow in order to be effective. Against the Order Dragon, where you have to fight smaller but elite force, poison arrows may actually be pretty useful, now thinking about it. Because it actually has time to get the actual damage over time effect. If I would have reworked the poison arrows, I would probably rework it so it actually replaces incendiary arrows and Imperial Age technology. And do some sort of fun effect with their... So like something like Oda tactics replacing the army tactics. Gilded Horsemen engaging the Javelin Throwers, very good. The Musfari Warriors did not last all too long versus the Gilded Man-at-Arms. They hit just as hard as the Musfari Warriors. So it's hard for the Musfari Warriors to get continuous hits and die very quickly. So yeah, overall the Gilded Man-at-Arms doing quite well. And these Gilded Horsemen are just keeping all these ranged units at bay. We got another round of units here, a mix of everything. Signs run back on all to give it too much damage here. We do now have the Siege Engineer research for the Mullion player. Wall has been rebuilt. There's some being collected up over here. So we've got two town centers. Right now, the Order of Dragon player has 90 villagers versus 97. So the Order of Dragon's player's economy is definitely better. Take the 90%, and the villagers work 28% better than regular villagers. So let's just round it down to 25%. Oh, if we just round up to 28%, just assume 25 additional villagers, and so the Order of Dragon's economy is roughly 15 villagers better. Horsemen and Musfari Warriors engaging. Musfari Warriors are getting ripped apart. They're just having trouble staying alive with all the archers and the Gilded Man-at-Arms. Gilded Man-at-Arms is able to brawl their counter very easily, relatively easily. Battery Ram's getting hit by these Gilded Man-at-Arms. Of course, Gilded Horseman does connect on in. The overall Science army is slowly whittled on down and poisoned on down. Yep, the poison arrows actually getting their full effects on some of these units. Keep versus keep. It looks like Science army is disintegrating. Still fighting against a large number of units. Gilded Horseman will still be quite useful against all those archers, as well as perhaps an ungilded Mangonel. Another round of Gilded Horsemen and ungilded Mangonel on the build queue. Keep versus keep, but looks like Green's keep has the spring goal, so will win eventually. Couple more battery rams for Green, very nice. Orange Dragon player has a little bit too much gold at the moment. Could buy some food. Has almost stone for a keep. Welcome keep as a land. So I just got off that gold deposit. Not going to this gold anymore at the moment. Watch, we're going to transition down there during the invasion. Mangonel pulling a few. Got a handful of idle villagers next to the stone deposit. Falling player also had enough stone for our keep as well. Play sound proxy keep. And the starter step, the poison arrow, is going to be very effective. Got a couple of E-Moms there. Mangonel finds a massive hit on those archers. Exactly what he needs. Merge repairs onto this outpost there with a spring ball replacement. Villager trying to repair up the outpost now. Mangonel doing just fine. Battery ram does go down. Do now these archers backing on off. 4 of the hunters now being built. Aggressively right there. We also got an outpost here. And some of these man-at-arms are being cleaned on up and being poisoned on down. Does manage to live, barely though. And Sign does have 1100 stone. A keep here could be useful. And Green is backing himself into corner, so he will be picked on off. All his archers can get, what, +2 damage from the precision training. The Dragon Scale armor will more than counteract that. It's not the poison arrows. Only one that takes the poison arrow. Villager's trying to be picked on off there. That was for that Mangonel shot there. Some of Science villagers going on down. Their economies are relatively similar. Science still has a slightly better economy at the moment. Though, now think about it, that's probably a bad thing to say actually, because I just realized I've not been taking count all the cows in the mining pits, so Green probably does have a better economy this entire time. That's my bad for forgetting about that. We focus on the villagers. Science Keep is now seeing private damage here. Got the outpost under siege by a trebuchet for the hunters in this region. Bonko repair is being researched. That could be useful. These villagers trying to go on down, trying to stop the 6th side from being decaptured. He still has 6 minutes remaining, so he doesn't have to really dogpile onto it. Villagers trying to chop down trees. That's probably a misclick. Archers and man-at-arms moving forward. Cyan technically has a larger army, has 2 Mangonels in the field. His opponent has 2 Spring Gulls and some Mustafati gunners. All the archers are holding the line. It if he thinks he's going to lose them, he can always just garrison inside the keep there. They may do better inside the keep than outside the keep because they will stay alive and get some damage going. But it looks like he's trying to stop the 6 side from being decaptured, so it's slowly being reverted back. Yep, now's a good idea to get those archers in the keep now. Trying to stop the 6 side from being decaptured. And does get decaptured there. Spring Galls start to go down. Of course, Guild of Horsemen will take them out. Got a bombard here as well, or cannon placement. Sign has a number of battery rams on the field. Both his Mangonels, all of his Mangonels have gone down. Battery rams engaged in this keep over here. We also have the elite archers as well as the elite Musafati warriors for the Malian player. Lord Dragonfly is not agent up. I think he has enough resources to go for Palace of Swabia, but he already has enough villagers, so maybe better go for the whatever the other Elkbach Palace. That's what it's called. Thanks for selecting it. Elkbach Palace has plus 50% health, and units within Sphere of Influence or buildings within Sphere of Influence takes less damage. So if you want to get a pile of keeps in a region, that's your landmark to go for. Musafati Warrior engaging the Gilded Man Arms. He does cancel the Elkbach Palace there. Or rebuild the Elkbach Palace again. More villas helping produce. I think the last one was getting hit by the bombards. This one does have 2 bombards in the field. Keeps now set ablaze. The bomber players, his village is going to repair up a bit quicker. I wonder if it consumes more resources. Depending on how it's coded, it could not. And Elkbach passing massive damage, and he can't really cancel it. He's going to lose half the resources. He does get the palace built. It does cost wood. Oh, he has the repair influence. Looks like he's in range of this town center, so he has access to emergency repairs. And that emergency repair will be fully consumed. We'll get some good amount of value there. This keep's about going down. This keep is plenty of health. I think the Elkbach Palace, this thing does take less damage. Emergency repairs has subsided. Musafati warriors move around. Camouflage. We've got some Musafati gunners here as well. One for chemistry now as well. All 6 sites captured by Gureen once again. Elkbach Palace takes some severe damage. Musafati gunners push way forward. Take out those villagers. He's now established a new keep here. Battery ram there. Horsemen engaging the Imam. And right now, Science only claimed 2 relics, so it would have been more. He would have got more value from Bulgar Apollos. Now realizing it, I think you need to get what, at least 3 relics for make the Riggins Cathedral equal to Bulgar Apollos. So if you don't think you can secure 3 relics, go for the Bulgar Apollos. Sounds like they're taking some fire. We got a very large number of Musafati gunners as well as Musafati warriors, so a lot of angry ladies are here. And thanks to precision training, they will have access to get some healing after leading stealth. A lot of research on the way for Green. Cyan, I don't... He has got elite horseman, elite men arms. It has some elite research going. I don't think he has much of anything else. Both the armies are similar sizes. In fact, Cyan does have a larger army, but the quality is half. I wonder if this is bugged where it doesn't actually show the proper quality, because that does not seem right. Maybe it is, though. 2400, that's gonna be about 4,000, about 5,000 resources there. Another 2,400. That actually may be right. It seems a little bit off though, with my offhand math being incorrect. Now I got these bombarders quickly going down. Those Fighting Warriors get some good damage there, and we do, of course, got health regen on Plunge Strike. Huh, it does some sort of like health over time effect. Because I saw that little symbol there. We got a good number of elite sofas on the build queue. Elite archers now on research as well. I don't know if he has any university research just yet. We got elite warrior scouts on the field. They do get the bonus damage range, so they would be reasonable versus those gilded archers. And this camouflage force will engage some villagers, getting some great hits there. Horsemen getting some damage. Musafati gunners will be overrun thanks to the bulk of the gilded horsemen and plus the anti-range damage. We don't have incendiary arrows nor any other elite research, I believe. Yep, doesn't look like it. We got some Musafati warriors here engaging some dragon villagers. Getting some damage there. Of course, these guys are pretty bulky at 98 health. And these units being cleaned on up over there. Village trying to escape on out of there. The Order of Dragon player took a lot of loss there. Green has killed off 71 villagers, while Cyan has only killed off 30. Horsemen gain some damage on these warrior scouts, elite warrior scouts. And more of these villagers will go on down, likely. Green's second side victory is 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. He's going for the adjustable crossbars, giving increased attack speed for the mangonels. And arms pretty forward. Got Musafati warriors engaging. Camouflage. Rolling oil has been activated there. Elite sofas charge way forward as well. They get their +4 damage from infantry, which help overcome the opponent's researchable melee armor. And it looks like Cyan's forces are just completely encircled and completely wiped out here. Oh, and looks like the game abruptly ended. But either way, there's Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's see now. On to the next player. A lot of team games. A little bit too short. I am curious. I haven't seen Mongols, at least Cast a replay of the up with the Khan's hunters. Here we go, got decent length replay here. Greetings everyone, and great here for another H-Pires 4 replay. Spawn on the north side as the blue Chinese, we have NYI and Totan. Spawn on the south side as the yellow Byzantines, we have Divine, Jr. So first name Junior, last name Divine. When it comes to map generation, let's see, Byzantines. Byzantines do have, of course, better berry collection. Not collect the berries immediately, so it's probably going to the Grand Winery. Could collect some deer. Blue deployed out his mill here. Probably should have built his mill next to the deer deposit and start collecting those up. I want to get his economy just collecting immediately. Do we see Imperial Official yet? Doesn't appear we see Imperial Official yet. He may upgrade, start off not with the Vatican of the Sun, but with the what's called Imperial Academy to get out the Imperial Officials without interrupting his villager queue, I'm guessing. Of course, got the aqueduct here. More berries for the Byzantine is in center middle. Imperial Academy is going up, as well as Grand Winery. And when it comes to mercenary maps, we do have Mercenary Row Knights, so the Byzantine player could get some Age 2 Heavy Cav, as well as some Horse Archers. Or you could eye for some Sipahi and Mercenary Arbaleteers. I guess the Chinese have a lot of different variations they can go for. It's hard. Essentially, it's sort of fallen out of favor. Now it's what, most like fast castle, isn't it? Or not really fast castle, usually just Song Dynasty. Fast Song Dynasty. He may go for that. Vatican of the Sun right here wouldn't be half bad. Aqueduct's going up. He has built a couple olive groves in this patch. The olive groves are now cost 70 rather than 60. Vatican of the Sun does get deployed out. Will be deployed out next to this gold deposit. Help secure his flank. Not a whole lot of traversable land down here. Plenty of resources down here and traversable land, including one of the gold deposits. So getting some walls down here will help him net a lot of resources.
Ευτυχισμένος. Πάρει. Εκτίστη καλά.
Vatican Sun now complete. And we do have the professional scout research for Chinese. Okay. Now this is interesting. He's going to try to steal his opponent's deer deposit right there. His secondary deer deposit. And steals one of the deer in the back line. What if he saw that? He needs to get out a handful of scouts over here. There are 7 deers in each deposit. So it's not evenly divisible other than by 7 in 1. But if you go for 3 scouts, you can still grab 3 at a time. Chinese players looks like going for 4 scouts. You can have the 3 scouts work together, get groups of 3 deer, and then have this 4th scout that's already carrying back deer with some sheep, work on his own to grab that last deer. We do now have some mercenary longbowmen being deployed out, as well as a good number of olive groves. So we got mercenary build. Probably it's also pretty close to Castle Age. Special Scouts is a pretty expensive research. And plus, he doesn't need to worry about collecting this deer deposit back here from the mill. He can just simply drop off all the local fauna here. That's a pile of food there. He's also got a good amount of scouts, got a good amount of deer. He's grabbing this deer, he's grabbing his own deer, he's also grabbing this deer. He's collecting all the deer at the same time, so he's not on to go for grounds of deer. He's just tasked a scout to collect it from all of them. There's probably 2 in this one over here, and 1 over here. So he's going to have plenty of food at home. Now I got the Golden Horn Tower. Get a free round of Longbowmen. Was that a scout? He did lose his. He has 5 scouts on the field. He had 6, now 5. And maybe a little bit too many scouts. Astronomical clock tower being built. But we got a greedy Chinese build. Longbowman deployed in field. He saw the Longbowman, so going for the stables will allow him to go for Lancers the next age, so that should be a good item. We got a round of Lancers, 3 of them. This one does have a Lumitani on the field, 2 Lumitani on the field, 2 more on the way, going for some crossbowmen. With the mouse, he knows his opponent's gone for pressure scouts, he knows his opponent has a good number of scouts in the field, he knows the chance of him fighting Lancers upon aging up is very likely because he knows his opponent has stables, a lot of them. Yellow's going to take time to grab the relics while his opponent grabs the deer. If Yellow wants to go for fast Imperial, he can throw the relics inside the monastery rather than inside of a Grand Winery. Does Grand Winery give you olive oil? Squeeze out the... You heard about turning water into wine. In the Grand Winery, they turn the oak blood into oil. Olive oil. More Lancers being built. Chinese economy is, well, it's consumed all its resources. The Byzantine player has a small float. Lumitani does get a good volley there. Does take some good damage there. Last deer being picked on up. There is still 2 more deer here. And the scout will go down. A little bit of a mistake there. Scout will go down. We got a Chinese monk in the field. There's no relic over here, just way down here. Yellow will find it. Another relic here. Yellow relic way up here. And this one's pretty safe for Yellow. Or, yeah. We got veteran archer research of the Chinese. A pretty rare research to see of the Chinese because most of the time people just go for Zun Chinus. Wolf will get some bites there. Lancer taking some damage. Do receive a stab there. Monk trying to grab this relic now. Blue will catch the Sacred Site, but may lose the Monk. Although unsuccessful. Last deer being claimed up now. Let's see, how's Blue's deer? I still see some deer on the ground, so he has some more. Yeah, he still has plenty of deer. Oh yeah, look on this side, plenty of deer. Let's see. Halt. So we still got at least 6 deer carcasses on the ground, and still maybe some sheep. So Blue still has plenty of food at home. Yellow has gone straight for olive growth, so he has gotten quite a bit of the secondary economy already going. He climbed some more berry bushes here, so Byzantine food income's good. Not great. You can see less than 1,000 versus a little bit over 1,000. 21 versus 21. Yep, the venison is much more delicious, but of course the olive oil is also delicious. No, I actually never tried olive oil on its own before. I probably won't. Villager does go down. Chinese archers advancing, getting some damage onto those crossbowmen. Mercenary longbowmen get some damage on the Chinese archers. Longbowmen get some damage there. Chinese archers do take some damage there. Now Byzantine player is also missing some lance connects, and I see a number 2 above them, which means he's manually deploying up lance connects, not from the Golden Horn Tower. Or not just from the Golden Horn Tower. Against Lancers, they will do good. Against Archers, they receive bonus damage. Another cistern there. Limitani and Lance Connects get some damage there onto those Lancers. Got a nest of bees here. I stung a little bit on the Limitani, but that's only a small amount of damage, honestly. Lancer takes quite a bit of damage there from those units. Right now, Yellow's army is 53, Blue's army is 43. Do not rely on the army value to give you a estimate on value. It does not account olive oil units in that number. So it's hard to say whose army value is higher. I think Blue is actually higher with the Lancers, but it's hard to say. The Limitani Destroy 4, you can see some damage there from those archers, Chinese archers. Lancers, of course, fighting against Limitani, not great. Lance Connects getting some free damage on in as well, which is also not great for the Lancers. Lancers not effectively being engaging. They will perhaps break on through, though. There's still, however, a handful of crossbow in the back line, and looks like Blue's army will be cleaned on up. Good damage on those crossbows, and the villagers will start torching down the nest of bees.
Καλά εκτελουμένη δομή.
Barracks now deployed in the field. Got a forward market here. And we got a military academy being researched by the Chinese player. Another nest on the field queue. Distractionary
Καλά
Wolo.
εκτελουμένη δομή.
We got a yellow keep being built next to this gold deposit. Very nice. Blue's course collecting gold here, going for a spotting outpost. Has a purificial spot, helps revise collection. Looks like got still a couple more deer remaining, but the deer has finally been cleaned on up. Blue will need to start eyeing to go to a secondary economy of farms soon, and has no wood in reserve, so the Chinese player may hit a brick wall. Or a lack of a wood to make a wall with wall. Okay, I made a stupid joke and that did not work out. Keep now being built. Got some Palace Garden build queue. Okay, the Chinese player has a decent amount of wood now. Rapidly seeing the wood. Some of the may want to delete this Lomo camp so they don't deposit there. My apologies if you heard my drink open on up.
Αυτή η δομή να με επιζήσει.
House being built there for the border settlements.
Καλά εκτελουμένη δομή.
Got a good number of barracks here. Right now, the Chinese player does have significantly more number of villagers thanks to Secondary Town Center and the Song Dynasty. Second site being not decaptured. Local doggo will demand some head pats though. Three nested bees. Got a large number of lance connects. We got 15 with another 6 on the way. That's a lot of lance connects. One's probably from the Golden Horn Tower because I don't see the longbowman getting increased. Both players are not going to be aging up anytime soon. We do have quite a bit of wood now stockpiled for the Chinese player. And now he has a granary on the field, collecting the berries. Huh. Now here's one way Chinese could receive a buff. Improved gathering rate for farms. How about improve also gathering rate of nearby berry bushes?
Καλά εκτελουμένη.
So we got another siege workshop here. These are all clock tower variants, right? Yes. Has 2 clock tower spring goals as well. Yellow has a trebuchet deployment field. Only 1 granaries on the field. I actually do really love the Command and Conquer series. Kane's Wrath. What sort of inspired me to start casting was actually was General's Gentleman, Cybert, and Green Zero. General's Gentleman casts quite a bit of 0 Hour, Cybert casts quite a bit of Red Alert 3, and Green Zero casts quite a bit of Kane's Wrath. I enjoy them all. And honestly, I did enjoy Command & Conquer 4. It's just not a good way to end this, just not a good title for Command & Conquer. If it didn't have the Command & Conquer name to it, it would have been actually an okay game. But making it Tiberium 4, no. At this point in time, they should just replace retcon Tiberium Twilight entirely. SBs get some good damage on the front line. SBs are reasonable versus infantry, as well as the ranged units. More of a journalist siege weapon, unlike Mangonels. And Handy taking some severe amount of damage. Lance connects getting ripped apart by the Chinese archers as well. It looks like Yellow's front line has disintegrated, and all of these archers and crossbowmen falling on back. Palace Guard now employed on the field. We do have a keep back here to help him keep his farm safe. Only 1 granary at the moment. Am I crazy? At least some infrastructure there. He's going to put the other granaries over there. At least one of them. And the unit does go down. Yep. If you're ever interested, I do have a handful of Kane's Wrath replays, as well as Red Alert replays. You can look at my channel. More of the Red Alert, I think I have like 100, 200 videos in Red Alert 3, and maybe around 40 Kane's Wrath. Our house starting to go on down. Gold deposit has about 3,000 gold claimed. This gold deposit has about 6,000 gold claimed. Holding oil being researched by the Byzantine player now. He should get that research before the keep goes on down. Only 2 villagers preparing on up. That's an adequate number, looks like. Melee armor being researched by the Chinese player now. And now do have a stable here, eyeing for a bit more stability in his life. Has 4 spring golds up here. Help him engage these versus siege weapons, especially the clock tower variants. More stone walls being cleaned up by blue. In fact, now is a pretty good spot for the Great Gatehouse. Needs a bit more food for the Great Gatehouse.
Οικοδομή κτιστή και έννοια ωραία.
And there goes the trebuchet. Unit does go down there. King's Wrath 4 is pretty good. Not King's Wrath 4. Well, two names mixed up. Me, I was always horrible at King's Wrath. I usually just like, what was it? What was the map? Tournament Red Zone, where all the players start off blue tip and green tip in the middle, along the sides. That 4-person map. It's like the only map could do good in. We do now the Great Gatehouse being pulled in the field. Sega side being captured on up. This one has been captured. Well, Squad advanced way forward. There's no walls here, so there is an opening. And blue will find the opening. He's still Sun Dynasty, not Yun Dynasty, so these Palace Guard are not moving extra fast. These Palace Guard will fall behind. Lumitandy's charge will keep up the Palace Guard for now. Handful of villagers could be picked on off, but nothing too significant. Lumitandy will have trouble with all these Palace Guard. Bit of damage there onto these villagers. It's gonna go on down. Palace Guard don't appear to get a whole lot of damage done. But at least distracted Yellow's army for quite a bit, giving a bit more time to get his elite research going. Got the Battle Hardened and the elite Palace Guard research on the way. Got Trebuchet being researched, and the rest of that gold has been claimed. Of course, there's plenty of gold on this map. He also has a gold deposit back here, nice and safe in case he loses back map control. The armor tactics, there's a iron transition to just mass Palace Guard. No elite crossbowman, no elite archer. There's most time Chinese just go for hand cannoneers, since the hand cannoneers get pretty nice. Those Palace Guard will find the wrong way to get their spawn space. These Palace Guard will find a couple villagers, but it doesn't look like any of the villagers will go down. Looks like they only got 1 slice in, 2 slices in. Palatine School now being researched. It will give him a bit of a rebate. 30% chance to get a free unit. Imperial Palace now being queued up for the Chinese player as well, which will put him in Yun Dynasty. He can get some pagodas out. He can build 3 pagodas, get improved his relic income among everything else. He also can get access to Fire Lancers. Palace Guards can now move much quicker, almost the fastest horsemen, doing like staggering 1.58. Knights, I should say, move at a speed of 1.62, so only slightly slower than Knights. Messabees get some good damage there. Some of the Messabees are going down. Bit of damage here. Bombard forward. Palace Guards engaging. And some of the Messabees pick some damage. Still got a good number of mercenary longbowmen and crossbowmen there. Great Gatehouse is here though, which will provide an excellent backline defense for his weapons. Having times to nest the beam placement. Battery ram there will get torched. Got these siege weapons pushed way forward. Bombard. Get some put some good holes there. We can switch the cistern to Presidium in order to reduce damage taken by 25%. Exactly their pre-toll defense recently. They're still the pre-toll defense is no longer active on the villagers. Elite mercenary research as well as elite Lumitanian research on the way. Villagers getting hit there. Presidium has not been activated. Longbowmen crossbowmen still on the back line. Since Palace Guards do have less inherent armor, Longbowmen would do reasonably well versus them. Senior arrows make them perform even better. A couple of Chinese archers? How did they get there? It looks like all the villagers are now down. A couple lance connects taking up Palace Guard. Keep does go down. Tournament Rift, sorry, I just saw the comment. Tournament Rift is the one with the blue tip in the center down south and green tip up north, if I remember correctly. Red Zone Rampage, that's the name of the map. That was the only map I could do decently well on. You now have the veteran spearman research as well as the pyrotechnics for the Chinese player. He's going to get some spearmen. He's starting to see some horse in the field, but doesn't really need the spearmen at the moment. Palace Guard will have trouble finding those villagers. I don't think there's an opening over there. Palace Guard taking a bit of damage there. They will be cleaned on up. We got some Lance Connects here, getting some excellent AoE damage. Lance Connects have great damage, but they will go down there, and the rest of these ranged forces will clean up the rest. Horsemen pick up the rest of these Palace Guard. Got one Palace Guard there going down. I don't know how many villagers are dead here, but Blue's killed off a decent amount of villagers. In fact, look at the villager count. Yellow now has less than half the villagers of Blue. That is a critical issue. He torched down this town center as well. He actually needs to save that town center. He needs the villager queues going. You could try mixing some traders to get another civilian production going. He has some wood and gold to utilize for that. Palace Guard, when they get the Yuan Dynasty, they're just really hard to... Oh, again, the game ended abruptly. Oh, either way, this Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's go on to another... Oh, actually, no. Should be able to perhaps find one more. Let's see, that was Hill and Dale, not that one. It was that one. Oh, here we go. I want to see if... Hopefully goes for the... whatchamacallit? The Collins Hunters. I'm curious how they perform. They seem like a okay way to buff the Magidai. I still think they should still be reworked a little bit so they hit harder but slower. By the way, let's see. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPars 4 replay. Well, on the top right side as the Blue English, we have MYI and Totan. On the south side as the Red Mongols, we have Traktor. And this is the first time I cast the Mongols in this new patch. He does put the gear next to the deer deposit. He could try put it next to the gold deposit. And maybe it will scare the deer with his con towards the gear. Get a good Jock-off location. By the way, hopefully the Mongol player goes for the deer stones, because I'm curious how the Collins Hunters, how well they will fare. I think they're okay way to buff the Mongols, but I still think the Magidai needs a slight rework. It's more of a band-aid fix, almost the Collins Hunters. giving a little bit extra range on the Megadai is nice. It fixes some of their issue, but the other issue is they don't really do decent damage. They do great for light targets, but they don't do anything if your opponent gets any sort of armor upgrades. Feels like Kane's Wrath is more micro-intensive than oriented. Pros and cons. I think Age of Empires 4 is a little bit more micro-focused. With the more variety of unit types you use in combat. Kane's Wrath is honestly tends to go like bike buggy, mass pitbull, and a bit more monotone or dual tone compositions, honestly, in my opinion. Plus, as well as Age of Empires 4, you do have to worry about more than one resource and just try and claim credits. Kane's Wrath, the single resource games are, it's simple, easy, and, well, simple and easy. You're gonna run into a lot of con hunters and mass archers. Oh, mass archers, they do improve the mass archers a little bit by 0.5. We'll see if that works as well. But he went for the silver tree. No deer stones. We do have a stable there, so it looks like I'm going to see some Kashyyyks. We also got the king. I still believe in the statements I've made in my Mongol analysis why I think it's not a good civilization. It's still accurate, and I still stand by how I would rework the Mongols. After all, the improved resource system or research system is still not great. Most time people hardly touch even a handful of the improved research, let alone, like, sometimes the Mongols don't even get the basic economic research, honestly. English player will get a secondary town center on the field. Silver tree people on the field. We've got a handful of natural boundaries here with the giant forest and a little bit of small trees here, so only a couple small openings. Over here, it's a bit more scattered, but still decent number of natural boundaries. So trade can be quite useful, and the English player did go for the king. He did spot this Abbey of Kings, so going for Lancers will be quite reasonable. Not Lancers, the Kashyyyks. I think he's trying to herd the deer into the gear, but finds himself he's going to herd the king into the gear instead. They mass archers with the con hunters into early rams. I suppose... I think that... Now thinking about it, I think the reason why the Mongol player didn't go with the Khan's hunters because longbowmen are still pretty effective versus archers and Megadai. That's probably one reason why he didn't go with deer stones. A trader has been deployed on the field. Oh, no, that's a regular market. He is going very greedy. He's getting a market and the silver tree. So he's going for effectively double market. It's going to be incredibly expensive. He's going to have to be very aggressive against the English player. The English player has gone for 2 town centers. The king is dead. Secondary town center will slow the English game. But of course, English are experts at turtling. More so than the defensive civilization of the Holy Roman Empire. For the English economy is best suited for turtling with the very, very powerful farms. But the Mongol player is going to be utilizing the fact that since opponent has gone for secondary town center to get his own greed going. That villager is dead. Gonna try to destroy that small wall segment. Nope, does not destroy that one wall segment. We got some hardened spear in the field. Got another line of walls there. No addition Kashyyyks, which I believe is a good idea, since he is going to spend quite a bit. Double market. He's going to need about like 10 villagers on gold in order to make sure he has enough gold to maintain all those traders, I believe. As well as 10 villagers on wood. And that's probably incorrect. Still going to be a lot of expense. Let's see right now. He does currently have 10 Treasures Field, so it's level 2 Silk Road. Oh, you know what's another name I used to watch when growing up about casting? Husky Starcraft. Apparently he deleted his channel and does stupid low effort videos based on what I've seen. Or not necessarily low effort. The appeal to the younger audience videos now. Looks like the English player will herd a deer. They like herding cats. And looks like they're going a little bit off to the side there. Keshik's moving around. There's since he's herding deer with the hardened spearman, he at least has some defense, but there's a good number of Keshiks here. And of course, there's a bit more vulnerable villagers there. And one Keshik does go down very quickly there. Oh, all those villager arrows as well. Those Keshiks did not last very long. Keshiks did not like Rural Knights. They cannot take as much abuse. Does go and wall out that region, but the southern area is still wallable, or not wallable, or not. Built walled. There's the term I'm looking for. And here comes all the hardened spearmen. Very good. Now got the curl tie being built, which of course can be both an excellent defense and offensive emplacement. And all the Keshiks have gone down. He is going for Megadai. Interesting. No. Cancel the Megadai and going for the archers. The White Tower is not being built. Upon aging up, he may want to get the improved siege engineers. I'm biased towards certain research, the Mongols. I really think people should go for Whistling Arrow or improve Whistling Arrow more often. And also improve siege engineers. I think people do like that research as much as I do. I really think people should really go for Whistling Arrows. It is a very good upgrade. I'm not really familiar with Heroes of Might. There's a lot of good RTSs. I grew up with RTS playing. I grew up with Age of Empires 2s. We used to rent that from the library. And then Age of Mythology is the first one that my parents actually bought me. And I can't wait for Age of Mythology Retold comes out. I have the Premium Edition for Age of Mythology, but the Steam Edition Premium Edition upgrade is bugged, and I don't have the early access to Age of Mythology Retold. It is really annoying to me. The way Hardened Spearman heading down south. The Mongol player has aged on up. Grammar relics can be very useful, because after all, Tythorn is another way for the Mongols to get some stone. And also, the OVO here is a 2400 deposit, so he's a very safe secondary OVO. This OVO is almost expired, has 1 minute remaining. Let's see, how long does it take to build an OVO? 15 seconds. By the time the villager travels over there, the OVO will take a bit of time. Lancer or Knight does get a back there. And now we've got the multiple traders going down. This is where the English player makes his counterattack. Knights, of course, are very good quality compared to Keshiks. One thing I like to do with Mongols is keep a handful of spearmen at the start and end of the trade route, because people like to send horsemen and knights to the end points, not to the middle points. So you have a bit of a garrison, quote-unquote, there to intercept. Got these spearmen engaging, got a good number of archers, however, killing off these spearmen. Keshiks gonna get overwhelmed. They're not, well, they are vetting Keshiks, but we got a good number of knights here, and the king has been respawned. Long live the king. Spearman's now down. These units are wounded, but the king has some NHS benefits, so he can get some health regen going. Outpost going on up, very nice. He does use a speed arrow there, very good. These are hardened spearmen, not veteran spearmen just yet. Veteran spearmen's on the way. Spearman here. We do now have an outpost here. The lady, however, is being chased by an angry man with his pointy stick. Scout taking some damage there. Wolf getting some fights as well. Veteran archer is complete. He may want to get Yam network research. That'll allow his spearmen to pursue these knights and horsemen a little bit easier. That trader does go down. Right now they have a very similar civilian count. Traders are higher quality. They do provide, when they're at the maximum range plus all these benefits, they do provide more resources generation than a single villager. Oh yeah, in high school for me, some of our people snuck a copy of Age of Empires 2 onto the computers, as well as Halo CE. Archers need to get on back home. Yam network has not been researched, nor has it started. And now these villagers may go down. Oof, this is going to be bad for the Mongol player, losing quite a bit of the economy. And these traders, oh, this is going to be very bad. He'll get a good drop off there. He has good amount of wood and gold, so he can recover the traders, but he's going to lose a good number of them there. Spearman versus Spearman. Some archers were coming on in. And those traders got caught in a choke point there, so they had trouble escaping. And now that trader does not body block there. The king is dead. Knights falling back. Lancers pursuing. Another oval being built. Very good. One the Keshiks getting a charge. Does get a good charge attack there. That knight does turn around, and now we've got all the knights turning around. Spearman push way forward. One the Keshiks do go down. One the knights do go down. So does the scout. We got the Krolotai here, which is not a good idea to stop and fight it, because there's a bunch of angry men with pointy sticks chasing after them. We've got a spring golem placement here. Spearman found the spring golem placement. A couple more knights in the field. Berkshire Palace is now being deployed on out. And it's going to be right next to White Tower. There's going to be a lot of good defense there. You may want to stop with that wood there. Build some stone walls or regular walls over here and start collecting this wood deposit. Keep the natural boundary. The trees is stronger than stone. Monk does go down. The Mongol player has not claimed any relics at the moment. He has picked up a relic now. The Mongols are really out to get relics because Tithe Worms is one of the only few ways you can get stone. Just realized something. The Cognic Palace now can deploy out Khan's hunters to go along with the Magadai and the horse archers. I always think the Cognic Palace is a very good landmark. It provides you massive value. And people just prefer the White Stupa because they want to secure the trade with a mass number of outposts as a form of a crutch. These traders could be retasked onto trading. Got a crossbowman here, ready to hold the line. Yeah, you show them. Knights are pursuing. We've got the Krolotai here. But the Mongol player does not have enough force here to engage. Has he gotten the no siege engineers, nor improved siege engineers? We used to have the Gypsy stands where you could buy a bunch of bootleg CDs with random games. Mostly with Stronghold, Age of Mythology and Heroes. I know my dad burned some CDs. We shared games with some of my neighbors, and my dad burned the CDs for me. We won the games. Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon. That was a good game. And Railroad Tycoon. You know, Roller Coaster Tycoon used to come in a cereal box. Old games are such good games. Most of these trees are starting to be consumed. Looks like going to be less and less of a natural boundary. We've got a good number of spearmen there. Not familiar with the daemon tools, install them. Not familiar with the daemon tools war. I do know that technically daemon, that's technically a Linux term. Veteran Khan firing away against this villager, stopping the stone walls being placed. Got a good number of spearmen deployed with the English player. Not a whole lot of man-at-arms. There's still early man-at-arms. The elite spearmen and the regular man-at-arms research is on the way. I wonder if he has elite army tactics. Does not have elite army tactics just yet. Nor any blacksmith research. Keshik finding some great value here. The villagers may want to stand and fight. He has +1 armors and no plus damage, so they'll do 1 damage per arrow. But this Keshik's getting some great work done. The Mongols do have a good number of archers. The Mongol player are calling for a good number of crossbows, expecting the English player to go for mass man-arms. It's simply not the case at the moment. And looks like the spearmen do clean up the Keshik. The rest of those stone walls will be built. Let's see, how many pastures do we have? We do have... I don't know the proper pasture to villager ratio anymore. I need to look that up and perhaps do my own math for that. Outpost not being built. Keshik does go down there. Spearman pushing me forward, getting some good damage. Of course, crossbowman here. He does not have the Kurultai in the area, but does have the network. Kurultai trying to redeploy here, but King will stop him. And we've got these spearmen breaking on through, getting straight to the trade line as well. Traders are not classified as cavalry, so they only take standard spearman damage. Pushes down some of the gears as well. English man-at-arms cause some issues for the spearmen. Mongol player is not age on up, almost enough food to age on up. Crossbone archers engaging. Crossbone got some good damage from the king. Spearman slowly being picked on off. Over here, got some Mongol man-at-arms. Mongol and man-at-arms can be superior to English man-at-arms in a defensive situation, assuming there's no castle citadels or network of castles due to the improved elite army tactics. True. A lot of games don't have good replay value. The games I've been playing the most in replay values recently was Solaris and War Thunder. One's close to live service, one is receiving constant DLC and actually does have good replay value. I just haven't really been interested in any recent games, honestly, other than probably Age of Mythology Retold. Battery Ram having trouble pushing forward, the Khan is blocking and the man-at-arms. So we've got these guys slice apart some traders. Blues could all 72 his opponent's civilians with quite a bit. More traders going down here. He needs to take a bunch of that gold, buy some food, and then age up, I would say. Cognate Palace can give him some good value. White Soup can help him get some extra defenses. Either would be a good possibility rather than let that gold go to waste. Got these archers pushed before, but find English man-at-arms, which is fine deployed from force. He's going for Spearman man-at-arms. Mongol player could eye for mostly crossbow composition, a handful of archers mixed on in. Crossbow's still reasonable versus Spearman, while it being excellent versus the man-at-arms. Cognate Palace is being built. I really wish also, there's a number of things I would like to see fix the Mongols. I really wish you could task what the Cognate Palace produce, because it would be nice if you can choose which thing to deploy on the field rather than be subject to RNG. Because who doesn't want a constant queue of nested bees? And honestly, horse archers are not bad either. Oh, I think these man-at-arms are a bit of traitors. They will escape on out of there. We got Red's army here, not a whole lot of front line. The king gets quickly sniped by all the crossbows. Kurultai trying to redeploy over here. Still not got the elite research. Looks like the first team put up by the Cognate Palace, looks like now it has a production queue, you can see up here, is the Horse Archers, which is actually good because it'll give him Khan's Hunters, giving his ground archer units +1 range. Blue's army is a little bit encircled, but they're getting some good melee damage on one side. They will break through there. This force is mostly close to archers, so it's not going to be that great for some man-at-arms. Kurultai help him even out the odds. Right now, the Mongol player needs to either go for crossbowmen or hand cannoneers. Hand cannoneers will probably be a little bit too expensive at the moment, so crossbows be good intermediary. Does have one now Khan Hunter as well as 4 Horse Archers. Horse Archers are... I never really mind getting Horse Archers from the Cognate Palace. They always seem quite reasonable. Yeah, they have right now... They have 7 tower range at the moment. And they don't have mounted training anymore, so... Speaking of which, one thing I also did mention in my video of how to fix the Mongols, for the Cognate Palace, replace the Magidais you could deploy from it with the campaign Turkish Horse Archers, rebalanced of course, do something a little bit different. So that way you also don't get elite Magidai where you don't even have elite Magidai research. Just one possibility. We do got a number of idle villagers here. They need to be not idle and not dead as well. We're gonna go for another Ovo here. This Ovo has plenty of stone. Why is he rebuilding Ovo? He does not need to rebuild Ovo. I think that's a mistake. And Red does back out of the game. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Like for the Cognate Palace, I like the Horse Archers. I would say replace Magidai with the Turkish Horse Archers. Nasa Bees makes a nice sense. Assume you can choose what it can deploy on the field. Hui Pals are very nice, especially it would be a good counterpart to the Traction Trebuchets. And maybe also a selectable where you just get Chinese villagers, sort of like a reference to the campaign. Hidden. Last online 1 day ago. Got some replays. I can feel my voice starting to go out, so this is going to probably my last replay tonight. I'm just a little bit curious what is there. I want to find a Mongol player who goes with deer stones. do this one. Order the Dragon versus Uzi's Legacy. Keep in mind that one. Maybe also you can bring in some sort of camel unit. After all, in Age of Empires 2, I think the Mongols can deploy a handful of camels. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the left side as the Saiyan Order the Dragon will kill Jardi. Spawn on the top right side as the Zuzi's Legacy with Wackid Ire. The Meditation Garden could be placed here to get 2 double gold deposit. That can be quite nice. Could be placed right on here to get double stone and some berries. And yeah, that's pretty much the best locations. Yep, I would say here for double stone with a bit of wood chips to go along with it, or double gold and wood chips. Because I don't think double stone will be too useful. It's more of that's something for later on rather than earlier on. And yeah, everything else is pretty spread out. When it comes to the Order of the Dragon, he has all 3 small gold deposits down that direction, so maybe a good idea to start expanding towards the south for the winter. Got deer here, and we got some dock here. Does pull out a handful of fishing boats. I say 3 would be a good number. It's a little bit bold. Zuzi's Legacy could retaliate this pretty quickly by going for aging up with the what's it called, Zhangan Tower, and then mass deploy out stables to get out quickly out some horsemen and gets out some free horsemen. And also even pulling out scouts can help retaliate against this, for they have still standard torch damage. I've had a time where what was it called? Golden Bays, where the water's off to the right side, where I deployed out a couple scouts in Lance Mongols, pull out a couple scouts, a couple early horsemen, then into some Keshiks to quickly torch that down. Akin Chapel now being employed on field as those meditation gardens. What? What? Okay, I know I'm not the greatest of players, but what? Why are you there? Sure, that's a large berry bush. That'll give him like, what, 40 per minute and maybe 1 wood chip per minute. I don't think that's in range of stone. Yeah, that's not even close to the stone deposit. Like, you can get 48 gold or 50 gold per minute right there with a decent amount of wood, maybe around 20 right there. You pull it right here. Okay. That feels like a really bad spot to me. Sign will spot it. Sure, it's going to be very safe and hard to disturb. Do now have some gilded horsemen here and a outpost by Saiyan. I am not sure what Red is doing. And also I'm not exactly sure what Saiyan's doing. Well, outpost and gilded horsemen. What? Red's quickly going to build out an outpost to retaliate. We got the Shaolin Monastery being built, which makes sense as a good age fast castle landmark, because Shaolin monks are good in combat and good at grabbing relics. Cancel the outpost, loses the villager. Red did take out the villager, but like literally anywhere else would do better than there. Force now push my forward. Rene's Cathedral now being built. Now, of course, Lon gets some extra. So both players will be trying to grab some relics. Shaolin Monk are now being loaded in the field. Shaolin monks only cost food as well, and you get more of them out once you get the unit density, more production queues going. Yeah, we can get them at the pagodas. Of course, like I said, you need UN dynasty for that. But Horseman will not get any of those civilians. He's playing some Ring Around the Rosie with the villager and the village. After all, villagers do belong in the village. And seeing this guy's playing with the horseman like this, he must be the village idiot. But he's doing a good job at playing with them, so maybe not the village idiot. We do now have a Gilded Knight on the build queue. We got some regular spearmen. Not even hardened spearmen just yet. Nope, they actually are hardened spearmen. That damage center that Gilded Horseman with the Rigby's Cathedral, get out some prelates, and as long as he pulls back these guys to the prelates, he can get them nice healed up. So our early constellation of Kane's Wrath. Play Or the Dragon, pull back units to the not War Factory to get healed up, help preserve the units. I think Kane's Wrath players would probably be the best to play Order of the Dragon, but if you're going to translate to any other RTS. You got the Prelate here, Warrior or Shaolin Monk push way forward. Those Shaolin Monk will connect first. He has some spearmen to escort him. He also has a stick, not a pointy stick, but also a stick he can bash his opponents in. Jangan Tower now being built. You'll get a bit of rebate upon building military structures. The biggest rebates from building out stables. Shaolin Monk here will find the Gilded Horseman, now the Gilded Knight. Gilded Knight gets excellent charge attack there. Huh. Would a Warrior Monk beat a Gilded, or Shaolin Monk beat a Gilded Horseman 1v1 combat? 15 damage. Shaolin Monks have like twice the attack speed. With Sunday 15 as well, so they have roughly... So it has roughly double DPS and not half the health. So yeah, they would beat Gilded Horseman 1v1 combat. Plus they have a bit of melee armor to them. Shaolin Monks are good. I don't think people spam them out enough. Got a Wolo there. But we'll just scare them away. You could pick off this Gilded Horseman with the Shaolin Monk. Let's go down there. Got some hardened spearmen now pulling the field. We got some Gilded Crossbowmen. Song Dynasty now has been obtained. Fishing boat still puts a good decent amount of fishies, but they're going to run out relatively soon. That scout's still been torching away. Oh, I saw +0 wood there, so he's getting less than 1 wood per minute. Wood chips. Spearmen pursuing these horsemen and Gilded Knights. Sai should win the fight. He has a number of wounded units there, so he may want to pull back the horsemen, let the Gilded Knights engage, and probably get a prelate to heal them up. Could go, no, conversion rituals on cooldown. Horseman down. Does lose one of the Gilded Horsemen there. He may want to keep out this wounded horseman back, send it to a prelate to get healed on up. These units are moving around. We do have the Meditation Garden still seeing some fire. Sacred Site been captured by Cyan. Bit of walls over here. Yeah, honestly, herbal medicine could be actually a new research that people get for Or the Dragon if they have some good pullback micro to get those units healed on up.
他应该
We got a Spearman and a free Zunchnu. Now engage the Scout. Be a second time cut the berry bushes.
不错，
And we do now have some granaries being
我
pulled
应
out.
该会比我更可去。
长老兵就绪。
Got a handful of Spearmen, handful of Crossbowmen, got a pair of free Zunchnus.
没干活了。
Red has claimed 3 relics, Cyan has only claimed 2, so the Bulgrave Palace would have net him higher value.
建足一完情，看着不错。
Another granary's been built, not fully encapsulated farms just yet. People run into this force here, but Science Force is very high quality. Also got some dragon or gilded crossbowmen here. Trying to rebuild those walls there. Spearman does take out the prelate. Charges on in. One gilded knight does fall back in time. Very good. Science Supply just pull back all the gilded knights. Let the gilded crossbowman go down. Does take out the spearman. Does take out that gilded knight there. Unable to escape on back. Zinchnu does go down there. Picks off the retreating one there. Very good. And the horseman will likely go down as well. Very good micro there by Red. Very good job of preventing the retreat. Prelate does take a volley there, which will stall by the gilded crossbow in time to retreat on back. I feel like I'm moving slower than these crossbowmen. You know, they have the same movement speed.
若你人员就绪。
Slowly being whittled on down there. Got some more gilded knights in the build queue, more gilded crossbowmen. Right now, gilded crossbowmen are not a good call since he is not fighting against any heavy units. The gilded archers would be better, plus they get the additional range armor. Not much fish in the pond. There's 18 left there. And it's 300. 3 fishing boats is probably a good number. Better than not building more. Don't need to get any naval technologies. And 3 fishing boats can hide in dock if needed. And get some safe harbor there. Assuming the harbor doesn't get burned down and pillaged.
做好执行命令的准备。
Scout? Is that Scout? Still the same Scout?
他们在攻击。
Stein has a number of prelates here. He's also got the inspired ability for his military units. So now they can get a little extra damage.
Ja, eine gute Stelle.
Plus 15% damage as well as plus 1 armor. And seeing these guys, you know, I actually don't see people go with inspire all too often. Military units. And that should be a great way to help out Order of the Dragon units. Plus 50% damage from your units already of very high quality. Who do quite a good work. Scout still causing issues. You could try fully encircling the scout with villagers and shanking him. Red Horseman on the way for the Zuzi's legacy as well as the regular Palace Guard. He has 3 early Palace Guard being deployed on out. Everything inspired. These guys are doing 21 damage, probably a little over than that, since this game does have decimals. You just don't see them.
一座建造别具的剑诀。
您的决定是？
谁要做些什么？
他应该会比我更长久。这是我努力的成绩。
Well, let's go get take some hits there. Good micro whiff. You kill the crossbowman, and they do have retained something inspiring. Crossbows being leashed. I think they're being leashed forward thanks to formation of the spearmen. And we'll get a little bit more movement speed there. Does start falling back. Get some good damage there, though he has now lost his prelates and his inspiration. Their inspiration started to fade. Got siege engineers being researched by the Order of the Dragon player.
一座建造别致的剑诀。
Horsemen charge away forward. Has some Palace Guard charge away forward as well. Crossbows seeing some good damage. Early Knight or Gilded Knights charge away forward, but they were very wounded, never got healed up there, so they got ripped apart. And all those Gilded Knights go down. That's a pretty big loss there. Sign right now has larger force in the field than red, and poly quality as well. Going for some battering ram now, ungilded battering rams. Mill and outpost going up. He's going to try to steal his opponent's berries. I don't think that's worth it.
等待之力。
There's some berries at home. Unless the fishing boats have claimed all the fish out at sea.
这是我努力的成就。
The outpost will be nice for some spotting.
一座建造
Got a
别
good
致的
amount
剑诀。
of... That's a large number of farms
这
there.
是我努力的
The
成就。
meditation gardens does not collect up from those farms,
打
nor does appear to be inspired by the granaries.
会比我更有趣。
So right now, the Zusi's Legacy player has his farming economy pretty much sorted, has currently a staggering 57 villagers there. Order Dragon has 55 villagers, assume plus 28% villagers there, so roughly another, what, 15, so close to 70. One thing the Order of Dragon can sometimes feel difficult to know which fights you can take and which army size. Oh yeah, I can see that. It's the army's deceptive. And same thing with fighting them as well. You never know if your army can win against them or not. Cross and just with the inspired prelates there, because you never know if you it creates another multiplication factor. You can't really make a determination. Because it looks like the Scion overall got destroyed in the front line, but the back lines are still fighting each other. But now the reinforcements coming in for red, starting to get some good fights. Outpost there does go down. Science outpost here does have a spring golem placement. And being fortified. So Scion has held the advance there. Because I thought Scion was just getting destroyed, and then the longer the game went on, the fight went on, Scion did pull out a victory.
谁要做些什么？
Another outpost going up. He's trying to creep forward with outposts. He's also trying to steal his opponent's berries.
谁要做些什么？有你这名骑兵的命令吗？
Steal his opponent's berries like he's Jerma and Star. Got a good number of horsemen here. And spearmen and crossbowmen. Crossbowmen not that useful. Both sides crossbows are not that useful. Just making sure your opponent don't employ any heavy units. That's pretty much, it's just a deterrent at this point in time. He could try mixing some Zunschnus. I think Zunschnus would be a good idea to mix on in. He has one Zunschnu queued on up, but that's probably from Zhangin Tower. Fortified outpost and some mining research for the Zuzi's legacy. He almost has enough resources. He has almost enough resources to age on up. He what? 1200's gold, 1,000. Don't know why I was thinking 1,000 at first. Temple of the Sun is being researched. That will give him some configural bonuses. That's probably a better idea than going for the Zuzi's library, because right now paying more resources for our unique technology is nice and all. We need something a bit more immediate, and Temple Sun will give him some more immediate capabilities. Maybe the Fire Lance? Or, no, he has a crossbow, maybe 10,000 bolts. Both are probably a thing he could go for the moment. Or no, that's with the wrong landmark. I have to start saying that. Probably Divine Haste would be good. The other crossbowmen do have 6 tower range, so a slightly longer range than the regular crossbowmen. We've also got Nested Bees here. And in between conflicts, you can always activate the healing ability with the Temple of the Sun. He has Divine Haste activated, so he can keep up and pursue units a little bit easier. Of course, moving around. The closer range of gunpowder units don't think that's useful. He's bringing some relics forward, so Cyan's doing a tower push. If that's ever a thing for Order of the Dragon, it is right now. He could go for Town Center, the region, for emergency repairs, I guess. Maybe a keep to go along with it, I don't know. Let's see, Temple of the Sun, where are you built at the moment? Right down here. He could activate, if he has the Temple of the Sun hotkeyed, or knows the hotkeys for it, he could utilize Divine Vitality at the moment to get some healing going in between conflicts. People should really use that ability more often. To mount a crossman in the field. Actually, no, Divine Haste could be useful for his horsemen. Divine Charge. Divine Defense, probably not. He will probably need to get out some Grenadiers, but he's fighting against 6 range crossbowmen, and 4 range Grenadiers may not be that useful. Though if he goes for more Nested Bees, that could be a bit more useful. In the 9 range. Yeah. Can't tell sometimes. How about can't tell all the time with me? Spearman advancing, bombard, throw the hole into the units. We got now these horsemen engagements, so Divine Haste will be useful to spawn to the horsemen, and allows his horsemen to pursue these crossmen a bit more easily. SPs pushing forward, bombards throwing some hole, putting some holes in these outposts. I think there's a good number of crossbowmen there, and his horsemen are being peeled apart. Good micro there by Cyan. And these peeled horsemen being moved around. A large number of spearmen pursue them, so he will take them out. This bombard, I think, is the important part right now of Red's composition. He's using to pick up these outposts. More Nested Bees could be useful. You guys have these horsemen, elite spearmen, which help them engage the higher quality of the gilded units. SPs does take a bit of damage there. Windfall can trample as well. He does not have Siege Bolts research. Wow. Siege Bolts would have been actually useful. Horsemen still being pursued. Zeus's Legacy has more than twice the number of villagers. A Shaolin Monk bring in a relic. He does have access to the Body of Iron Blood, which is active out, no, not active at the moment. Unable to close on in right there. More outposts going down. Spearman connecting the gilded crossbowmen. I don't think it's going to go. Here comes some gilded horsemen push way forward. Against the bombards there, the steel siege bolts would not do any bonus damage to that bombard because they give him plus 20 damage and has 40 range armor, so they'll still do 1 damage each. Siege bolts is just a horrible upgrade. Little horseman does take some damage there. We've got some inspired units there. Horsemen trying to pursue these forces, but overall the good micro is giving some all the breathing room he needs. Plus the Swing Golden Placement here will help out as well. Again, I've got the Elite Crossbone Research and the TIE Farm Research as well. He has 3 relics. He is not Unity yet, so he doesn't have Pagodas available just yet either. Doesn't have the resource to get the Zuzi's Academy. They'll try and build an outpost. They'll try and torch the outpost. Red is has broken containment. Now he can launch a counterattack. There's a good number of horsemen here, so maybe gotta get some spearmen going. He's going for some Gilded Knights. It's funny because too many spearmen for the Gilded Knights to be useful. Gilded or not Gilded Horseman charging it forward. He does get inside the town center. Does inside that outpost there. He does have Valken Chapel does provide 15% increased collection rate, which is very nice. Gilded Knights engaging. The Elite Horsemen do not have biology just yet. It is on the way though. Keep now being built. Horseman push way forward. With the Horseman Spear composition, I have a feeling he's going to go for the Fire Lancer upgrade on the Zuzi's Academy if he ever gets that research. And Cyan does back the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching. Now on to the next replay. And with that, my voice is starting to go out, so that's going to be my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.